looking at the kingdom and what the kingdom is. So yesterday we did that the kingdom is a way of being in which God is the center, that we're moving from being human doings to human beings to being human, that God is the center, and that everything that we do, say, comes from this core, comes from the center of our being, and it's learning how to be. All right, and so today we're looking at the kingdom is a way of seeing, and today we're talking about perception, and our subject is that I call it like I see it. Amen. It's up to you how you see it. Nobody can tell you how to look at a situation. Nobody can tell you how to look at a person. No one can tell you how to look at a place. It is up to you how you see it. Our scripture is Matthew chapter 6 and verse number 22. That's Matthew 6 and verse number 22. All right. And it says, if thy eye, or if your eye be single, then the whole body is full of light. If your eye be single, then the whole body is full of light. So your perception sets the tone for your life. People can be in the same situation, but they see it differently, and they have a different experience as a result of how they see it. And so I'm asking you today, how do you see it? I'm going to throw out some perceptions, ways of seeing things, and you tell me how you see it. Jesus said that you can see it in a singular fashion where you only see God and you only see good. And that is the way I see it, because I desire for my whole body, which means your whole life. The body represents your life, not just your head to your feet. But biblically, when it says your whole body is full of light, it means your whole life is full of light. And so my health is full of light because I see it singular. I see health. My relationships are full of light because I see it singularly. I see only God. I see only the good. My wealth, my finances are only processed because I only see it that one way. And so I'm asking you today, how do you see it? What is your perception? And no one can tell you how to see it. All right, so point number one. One way that people see things is you have those pessimists. Give me some thumbs up, give me some high fives, give me some hearts if you know some people who are pessimists, which means no matter what it is, they see the error, they see the fault, they see what's wrong in the situation. Every day they have something to complain about. Something is not right. Something is negative. I don't care how good it is. They are always able to see what's wrong. They're able to see what's not right. And therefore there is always a complaining about something. And those are your pessimists, which means that they always see the negative. If you're looking at a glass, those are the people that see the glass half empty. All right. So point number one, some people see things, and let me tell you, no judgment on how people see things. That many times people see the problem, the seeming problem, they see the issue, they see the fault, they see the failure, that what they see is negative. And because they're looking through the glasses or through the eyes of pessimism, they see everything and everybody and every place as negative, because that's the perception. Those are the glasses that they're looking at. So they're seeing the problem, they're seeing the issues, they're seeing what's wrong, they're seeing what's not working, because they're looking at it through a pessimistic point of view. All right, so point number one, and you can see things in a pessimistic type of way. And if you see things through pessimism and what's wrong, then your health, your relationships, and your wealth will be negative, and there'll be lack and there'll be limitation, because that's how you see it. Point number two, that some people are optimists, where instead of seeing the glass half empty, they see it half full. And so these are your sunshiny people. You know, they walk around, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. And they get up early in the morning and they're smiling and they're bubbly and they're cheerful and they are just optimistic. They see the answer, they see the solution, they see growth, they see progress. They're just optimistic people. You could tell them that the sky is falling, and they'll say, I understand, but there's a good reason why the sky is falling, because we need to have a new sky. And they're very optimistic. Give me some thumbs up, give me some high fives, give me some hearts if you know some people that are pure optimists, that they're always positive, always bubbly, always looking for the good in everybody, always looking for the good in everything. Those are your positive thinkers. So they are optimists. They're always seeing the good. They're optimistic. All right. So you got pulley point number one. You got people that see it through the eyes of pessimism, which means they see negative. They see evil. They see darkness. And then pulley point number two is the optimist, where they see the positive. They see the good. They see what's right. They see no matter how negative the person is, they can find a bright spot in anything, in any situation. They're always finding good. All right. So those are your optimists. Pulley point number three. Then you have your realists. All right, just as the pessimists see it half empty and the optimists see it half full, then you have your realists. These are people who are rational. They are logical. They're not really into evaluating it's half empty or half full. Their focus is that it's half. It doesn't matter. You can see it half empty, half full. Realists, they're not really into optimism or pessimism. They're into it's half and we need to get the other half. And that is their focus for them. That is all that they focused on. They're not into sight and perception. They just see it as half. And so what are we going to do? And they'll take the pessimist and the optimist together, and they'll say to the optimist, I know you see it half full, but what are we going to do about the other half? They see the pessimist and they say, I know you see it half empty. What are we going to do about the other half? These are your worker bees. These are the people that get thrills out of working, out of coming to realistic solutions, options. They are into the solution. They're into working through the issue. They're into the resolution. They're into the answer. And so these are your realists. They're dealing with concrete things. They're dealing with the numbers. They're not into the esoteric, airy-fairy. They are into the facts. They're into what they can see with their eyes, hear with their ears, smell with their nose, taste with their mouth, and feel with their hands. So these are people that are functioning and focused on the physical world and their senses. And what they see is what's real. If I can't see it, it ain't real. If I can't hear it, it's not real. If I don't smell it, taste it, feel it, it's not real. So the realists are those who are functioning in the sense consciousness. And so what's real for them are those physical things. I know the scripture says that we walk by faith and not by sight. But with the realists, they walk by sight and not by faith. They're only going by what they can experience with their senses. Give me some thumbs up, give me some high fives, give me some hearts if you know any realists. If you've ever called yourself a realist, give me some thumbs up, give me some high fives, give me some hearts. And so that's a perception. And I'm not judging any of them as right or wrong or evil or bad. When you're dealing with a pessimistic perception, then you know how to deal with them because you know that they're going to come with the negative. If you're dealing with the optimist perception, you know how to deal with them because you know they're going to always come with the positive. All right. If you're dealing with a realist person, you can always come with the facts because you know that the realist person is focused on the facts. So far we have various perceptions. We have pessimists, we have optimists, and we have realists. Now, Jesus said, how you see things determines your whole life. If your eye be single, then your whole body or your whole life is full of light. Pulley point number 4. Yes, we got 4 points today. I know it's rare, but today is the first day of October, so we got 4 points. And the 4th point is what I consider myself to be, is an idealist. All right, idealist. Now, the idealist doesn't see it half empty or half full. The idealist is not focused on that it's half. The idealist sees the cup full and running over all the time. The cup can be empty and they still see it full and running over. The cup can be quarter and they still see it full and running over. It can be half and they still see it full and running over. It could be 3/4 and they see the cup full and running over. These are your idealists. The cup can be full and they still see it not only full but also running over. The idealists are people that hold on to an idea. And regardless of what is happening with the physical world, they are not letting go of the idea. These are your creators. These are your inventors. These are your establishmentarians. People who are able to hold an idea in their mind, and regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of what people say, what people think, what people do, they are into the idea. And what's real for the idealist is the idea. And that's what they hold on to. And they don't entertain anything other than the idea. And so as a kingdom citizen, as a student of truth, these people are idealists. We are focused on ideas. The way that I see things, I have a single eye towards God's glory. And I see God, I see the good, I see the cup full and running over. He anoints my head with oil, which means that I'm anointed. My thinking is anointed. How I see things is anointed. And my cup is running over. And it doesn't matter whatever else is happening in the physical world, I see it one way. I see my cup full and running over. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to see. That's how I think. That's how I'm going to function, as it always being full and running over. So you're not going to be able to rationalize with an idealist, because they're not focused on what's happening in the physical world. The idealist is focused on the idea and how to bring the idea into expression. They're looking at different ways, to bring the idea into manifestation. These are your people that are into demonstration, manifestation. They're into fruition because they are idealists. And people just like, oh, there we go again. I'm telling you, it's not seeing any half. It's not seeing any emptiness. It's not seeing any lack. It's not seeing any limitation. It's only seeing the idea. Health is an idea. An idealist only sees health. That's it. Prosperity is an idea, and the idealist only sees the prosperity. That's it. Harmony in all relationship is an idea, and the idealist only sees the idea, nothing else. And so I'm just saying that there are different types of perceptions in this world. Pessimists who see it through negative lens, optimists who see it through positive lens, realists who sees it through the facts, and then you have your idealists who are focused on the divine idea, and that's how they see it. And so I'm not judging anybody. We're not putting them down or up or whatever. I'm just saying be aware of who you're dealing with, of who you're talking to, so that you can get the most out of a conversation, the most out of an interaction, and you can just stop and listen to a person for about maybe a minute, 30 seconds, and you can get what their perception is. You can get how they see things in just a matter of just listening, because they're telling you how they see it based upon what they say. And so as a kingdom citizen, as a metaphysician, as a student of truth, I see God as the center. And with God as the center, that's the idea that I'm starting with. I'm always starting with God. And what I see is God. And what I see is the good. And that's all I see. And so that's what I hold and bring into expression. That's what produces miracles, signs, and wonders, that somebody has to hold on to the idea. Someone can't get caught up in all the other stuff. There needs to be a visionary. There needs to be a mystic. There needs to be someone that holds to God's unchanging hands, that holds. Whose report will you believe? We shall believe the report of the Lord. And that is the consciousness. That is the mindset. That is the perception. And however you see things, that is your reality. That is what you're going to experience in your life. What you see determines what you experience in your life. What you see determines what happens in your life. So I'm asking you, how do you see things? Do you see things as a pessimist? Do you see them as an optimist? Do you see them as a realist? Or do you see them as an idealist? It is up to you how you see things. It is completely and totally up to you. And know that based upon how you see things is how you will experience life. I love you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much for being a part of the Daily Download. Share this on your page with somebody. Sow a seed, meet a need, boost this post. And whatever you sow today, we will boost this post today. Our goal is to reach 500 people. So I need your help with sharing this on your page today, so that we can boost this post and experience hundreds, even thousands of people all over the earth hearing what you heard today and and receiving what you received today. If you're looking for a shorter version of today's message, you can find us on Instagram, on Twitter. If you want to tease somebody with a taste of the daily download and they're not into maybe a whole 20, 30 minutes, give them a piece of it from the Instagram or Twitter. If you're looking for previous videos, you can find us on our YouTube channel. And if you're looking for any of the things that I've written, any products that we have, you can go to my website, drpulley.com. It also gives you my itinerary of how I'll be speaking in various places across the country throughout the year. I love you so much. God bless you. Have a positive and productive day. And remember, God is doing something wonderful in me, and God is doing something wonderful in you.